What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Budget Lydia Challenge. Here on day 201, I'm currently uploading my Ogryn Tribes 14 clear team. So we have unlocked, at long last, our Ugo. This champ has been sitting here waiting for me for months. So I put her in some of my best perception and regeneration gear. Just gonna throw this up to 12. Get a few more stats there. So yeah, basically fully booked. Working on our masteries. Gonna go down to Eagle Eye for arena, I think. Either that or more resist. Not too sure yet. I think I should probably use her as my main arena debuffer. For my speed nuke team. But, anyways. So the champ that basically soloed it was my second Bellower. That I just 6-starred recently. He's got no books. He is in Helm Smasher. I had to put him in lifesteal because he couldn't just kill the boss before he died in his other setup. I have a damaging stun build that I can put him in when I need more crowd control. But since he's already in this gear from the boss, we're just gonna take a trip through here and see if we can push any more. We need to get the next 3 stages cleared, and then we'll be able to push up to 21 the next time it's open. Now for 21, I think I can do it with this team. It's going to be very rough though, but we'll see. And it's like another month or so, a month and 10 days, until I get, what's his name, Grush the Mangler. So if I can't do it with this team, I can replace the rough stone here with Grush. And Grush has that AoE decrease attack. He's got the continuous heals he can put on your team. So he's like a really strong support / tank champion for Faction Wars. This Bellower's smacking. Man, Ugo is such a strong champ. Can't wait to use her. Come on. Now, the key to 3-starring these stages, I'm either going to need to put my second Bellower in his stun set, or Ugo's revive will also work, but you need everybody else to die first, or else it doesn't. All it does is heal and cleanse, which is kind of tricky to use for Faction Wars. But you can use it if you just let everybody die, which means Ugo has to have the highest hit points, which is why I have the regeneration set on her, and everybody else has to be fairly squishy, which is going to be tough with both these Bellowers in the team. So we're gonna have to see how that works out. For now, we're just gonna keep pushing in here and trying our best. Doesn't seem to be having much of a problem with these waves so far. Basically all we've been doing for the past day or so is running Dragon. Got the 2x speed chance in Dragon Dungeon right now, so I'm trying to take advantage of that. I actually got a couple of triple roll speeds from Chaos Ores on a 5-star epic pieces. One of them minimum rolled. Every roll was a 4. So it's only 16 speed, which is really disappointing, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'll try that one again. It might be time to put my Bellower back in his stun set. My second Bellower. Or I can just RNG this one until he gets all the right block active skills and stuns on the enemies. Ooh, it's not good. Damn. Yeah, so the only way I can 3-star from this point is if everybody dies except Ugo. And she's not going to die. Well, she's probably going to die a long time before this Bellower. So I'm going to put my second Bellower back in his stun set. Can't remember exactly which ones they were. Maybe it was this one. I'll keep that other one for now. Oh yeah, it was an immortal piece. Okay. So is that this one and this one? So this was his stun build. A little bit less attack, a little bit less hit points, but otherwise a pretty strong build here. And this is why I keep the damage pieces in sets like stun. For champions like Bellower, Skull Crown, Sinesha. Champions for faction wars where you want them to have a little bit of crowd control but also doing damage. Alright, hopefully we can get better RNG this time. Try to block active skills. Got a couple stuns out. Try to slow speed. Please land a stun. Okay, it's good that they're going after her. She's gonna heal that right back up with her regen set. Give me more stuns. Awesome, got it. So now we just gotta wait for the next time this one opens. And we've got a clear path to Faction Wars 21. So between Ugo, Hofories... Oh, nice, another chicken. Between Ugo, Hofories, Gorgarab, and Old Hermit York, I've got 4 champions there at level 50 that I'll probably need to take to 60 to clear the faction. But once I have all them leveled up, I think I can probably put a team together to clear all of them. So that's what I'll be working on next in Faction Wars. In terms of Dark Elves, I'll be waiting till I get Mithrala at least, which is another like 3 or 4 weeks away. I don't know if I'm going to wait until Vizix. I feel like I can probably put a team together to clear it before I get that far. And if I pull any good Dark Elf epics, then I can use that as an unlock as well. But as it stands, I have Kale, 2 Cold Hearts, I'll have Mithrala, and I guess that's it. So I'll need a 5th member for that team. For Bannerlords, I have Archmage, Commander, Spymaster, and Myrmidon. And then I have a level 40 Lordly Legionary. So I'd like to pull an epic from Bannerlord to unlock to help along with that. The real tricky ones, the ones that'll be left till last, are going to be Knights Rev and Shadowkin. And I still haven't really figured out how I'm going to be taking those down, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. I'm definitely gonna leave them for last though. Dark Elves. I have 3 epics. I don't think any of them will be what I need. So none of those will be worth unlocking. I was really hoping for a Madame Saris. Sylar would be optimal. Oh, I have Painkeeper. I can use Painkeeper as my 5th. I probably will need to 6-star her though. But Kale in stun, 2 Cold Hearts, Painkeeper, and Mithrala should be able to take down that faction, I think. Mithrala is just such an insane support champ. Yeah, with the cleanse, the petrification, couple poisons there. And then once I finish that, I can unlock Vizier. So I'm aiming for Vizier, Gurgo. I don't have a Skinwalker or Undead yet that I want to unlock, and I don't have an Orc either. But we're getting pretty close to the home stretch, man. Another maybe month and a half or so, and we'll be down to just a couple factions. That's pretty much it for the day. I finished the artifact event. Oh, yeah, I fucked up on the progress missions. I used all my boot charms except for 10. Making perception boots like last month, and so yeah, I'm gonna have to wait until I get more boot charms to do this. I'm probably gonna end up buying this. I bought this today, and I bought this today, the charm chests. I'm gonna have to be buying those every day now, just until I get that quest finished. Yeah, not too thrilled about that. I remember I needed perception speed boots, so I just used a shitload of boot charms. And now I'm paying the price. Anywho, I think that's it for the day. Just a quick update showing my Ogryn tribe's progress. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned I'm starting to level up Templar in preparation for the Bommal rotation coming up. I'm going to get this Templar to 6-star, and I'm going to try to do the solo Bommal strategy with him. So I've been running his masteries, leveling him up a bit. I don't know if I have enough good regen gear to make the strategy work, but I am planning on putting my next Great Hall upgrades into Spirit hit points and Spirit defense. I'll probably get these up to like 6, just for a little bit of extra hit points and defense. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. If I can't do it with him, I'm going to try with Helikath. And if I can't do it with Helikath, then I don't really have any more options other than maybe if I get Mithrala in 3 weeks. Let's see. So we've got 1 more week here, and then the next rotation will be open for a month. So if in that time I can get Mithrala, level her to 60, clear Dark Elves faction, unlock my Vizier, level him to 60, and then put together like one of those resistance teams. It would be Duchess, Geomancer for his A1 decrease accuracy, probably Godseeker, maybe Helikath, and then Vizier. So it'd be like a hybrid block damage slash high resistance setup, which might work, but only time will tell. If I can't do a solo build, I'll have to figure something out, because I do want to clear Bommal rotation next rotation. Although the Dark Fae is going to be another matter entirely. I don't even know if I have the champions or the gear to kill Dark Fae yet. I guess I could get lucky. If I get really lucky and pull Allure, she's like the Dark Fae, like basically the key to unlocking Dark Fae. I'm kind of wishing that I had started unlocking Yakarl sooner, because I think Yakarl would be a really interesting Dark Fae champion. He's got the freeze, he can freeze his whole team. And you can basically guarantee the freeze because you know how much turn meter your mirror images are going to have. So freeze your whole team, and then he's got decreased speed and also steals turn meter on a 3-turn cooldown. So if he steals turn meter, he'll get to go again very quickly, and it also increases his speed. I think he'd be like the perfect Dark Fae champion because he's attack based. And he's kind of squishy, I think. Yeah, 16k base hit points, a shitload of attack, decent speed. He'd be really squishy. He has the freeze. He has the turn meter steals, brings slow speed, increases his own speed. So I would use him in place of someone like a Herndig. Herndig's another good one if you can get him. Anyway, I'm sure we'll figure something out once we get there. But again, thank you for watching. I will see you next time.